Signs of jammed gas stations are everywhere. Gas station sales jumping 2.2% in October thanks to those low prices at the pumps. Now, gasoline prices for Thanksgiving holiday weekend on your screen, the third lowest in the past decade. Look at that. Here we are, $2.11. 2008 was $1.81. Also, be the first time we'll see in the last 10 years that no state, including traditionally pricey Hawaii and California, will have to endure average gasoline prices above $3 per gallon. Just not seeing it. Can we expect gas prices to remain this low through the rest of the year? Let's bring in GasBuddy senior petroleum analyst Gregg Laskoski. He's here with some insight and some scoop here. Greg, this is money in our pockets. So we've got a business audience. They're either investing, they're buying stocks perhaps, or they're certainly stocking it away to save. This is all a very good sign for people watching, is it not?
It's a great sign. You know, what we're saving just for this holiday compared to the previous 5 years at this time is $1.7 billion because of those lower prices. So it's a very good sign for consumers.
Boy, it sounds like it. Let me push you here. I know they're low. Will they go lower?
You know, we have to, I think once we see what happens with OPEC's meeting on November 30th, we'll have a better idea. Unfortunately, what we see today with the benchmark crude at $48 a barrel, we already see wholesale gasoline prices right now up in most parts of the country compared to where we started the week.
Yeah.
So today's the day to fill up the tank, because tomorrow and Friday it's probably going to be a little bit higher.
Well, let's talk about the OPEC thing, because you know, this is the issue that does tend to move the price even on rumor. Now, the latest rumor is that Russia has decided, again, no, we're not that interested. We'd rather freeze versus cut production. So, you know, OPEC had this ambitious designation that they were going to cut something like 1.2 million barrels. It used to be 700,000 barrels just a couple of weeks ago. What are you predicting?
It's doubtful, even if OPEC agrees to an across-the-board production cut, it's often doubtful, and history has proved this to be true, that they will get all of their individual members to comply. And that's why Russia is playing it smartly. Basically, they are standing on the sidelines waiting to capture market share. And there's a great deal of doubt. The sentiment on this issue goes back and forth like a ping pong ball, and that's one of the things that drives up the crude oil prices. But we really won't know until after that meeting is over and we get a better sense of just how doable a production cut might be.
Well, listen, and we got to go soon, but I have to ask this because there's so much positivity about what Donald Trump's perceived moves are going to be when it comes to the economy. However, if he does impose the trade sanctions or build the wall, so to speak, with Mexico, you know, we export a lot of energy to Mexico. I believe more natural gas, but what would that do to prices? What would that do to businesses here who depend on the Mexicans buying our energy?
Well, it could certainly elevate the price on the Mexican crude that we import. You know, people forget we get our crude not just from OPEC, but certainly from Mexico, from Canada, from multiple areas. So if you build that wall, yes, you're absolutely right. We could be inadvertently raising energy prices from key sources.
Maybe hurting ourselves. All right, well, but let's end on a positive note. Happy Thanksgiving, Greg. Thank you so much.